Holy smokes, guys. Bet y'all thought I just quit. Up and quit. We got it running and I quit. No, I got married. So I took some time off to get ready for that and everything went smooth. So now I got a wife, I guess, to please and keep happy. Yeah, maybe I'll put in a picture from the wedding. We looked very cute. So yeah, in this video, we're gonna get the fuel system done. And I really want to get all the wiring done too. I don't know. Probably gonna start like spacing out these videos. Not gonna do weekly uploads anymore. We're gonna do more. Maybe every 2 weeks or something. I don't know. I just every week was to get that thing running because I wanted to hear it so damn bad. So now we'll kind of slow down and button things up. It's going to take more time to do everything nice and tidy, and I want it to look factory and not all hacked together. So show you what you got over here on the workbench. Alright, so got all the good Chinese fuel stuff. So I got a fuel pump, came with a little bracket that goes around it to hold it, so that'll be nice. I got the 6AN kit, got a bunch of fittings in it, a couple little holders. Ooh, it even comes with a tool. Never tried the tool before. We'll see how that goes. It came with a whole assortment of fittings. Hopefully I don't have to buy any more. Oh shit. But yeah, it came with quite the assortment. Some U-shaped ones, some 135s, a couple 90s. So yeah, that should help with the fuel rail. Grab that. This was like one of the last things I did was put 6AN fittings on the fuel rail. Pretty much was able to just tap the rail for a quarter MPT and thread those in there. The side with the regulator I was just able to thread, and then this was a threaded in feed line. I just had to drill that out and then thread it. Worked out great. So that'll let us use real fuel fittings instead of just rubber fuel injection line hose. And that'll also give us, grab the next box, that also gives access to a legit fuel pressure regulator, because I think part of the problem is there's too much fuel pressure. Then I got a fuel filter for it. Just a little guy here, 10 micron. Yeah, I got here's the water pump. That'll be a nice little, it's actually for a Volkswagen. I don't know why, but they have secondary water pumps on them. I don't know if they pump while the engine's off just to not let shit heat soak. I don't really know. Then I'm hoping one of these will power all my pumps. It's a M18 battery holder. So you put your big dog M18s on there, clip them on. So I'm hoping that'll be enough to run the fuel pump, the water pump, and then eventually the oil pump for the turbo, which I do have that too. I'll show you that. So it was pretty hard to find something that would work, because we do want some sort of pressure oil feed for the turbo, and I guess online people say this thing will make almost like 50 pounds of pressure, so that's literally ideal. It's perfect. So hopefully it works good, because it wasn't cheap. It costed a lot. It was majority of what I spent here was on this thing. That's a rundown of the parts. Well, we're going to start with the fuel system. I do got to put the seat back on because I'm going to try 90 out of the tank. I think it'd be pretty clean to 90 out of the tank and have it go. I don't think one fitting's going to work. They're pretty close together. Dang it. I was hoping that would work. Maybe I'd have enough room to do a 90 and 90 with a little bit of hose in the middle, but I don't think I'm going to. Might have to wait to get the fitting, I don't know. That or we'll just do it over here like I originally planned. Because I would like this to be the return. That way the return can kind of feed through here. And I'll actually switch them on the rail side too. That'll be the return side. And this will be the feed side. But I don't really know until I get it closer. And boy, does your space get eaten up fast with all this crap. I wish they made smaller stuff. I'm like trying to put the pump, you know, I want the pump maybe right here. But then the outlet is, you know, sticking way too far out for the seat to go back on. Then I'm like, oh, I could probably do something off the other port, you know, 90 there, straight fitting there. That would work. Then I could even, you know, be a straight shot into the filter, like so. But then, you know, I was already kind of had this in my head, the regulator, to go off of there, like a straight 90, and then I would remake the bracket so it would support it, so it wouldn't just be on the fittings. But then I'm like, it'd be kind of like this, and then the fitting would come out there and go over to the rail, which maybe that would still work off of there if I scoot the pump back. It's like pretty much cut up the seat more. Maybe I'll do that. Although I don't know how much room, I don't know how much space. Well, actually, if I move this pump back farther, move the pump back like that, and put over a little bit, somewhere around there, then this line wouldn't really have a big problem. Well, it would 90 out of that, I guess. So it would 90 out of that and go to a straight fitting over there. Yeah, that could work. I might have to cut the seat up more. I forget how far back I cut that. I'll have to pull a tape measure on that. Yeah, it might be kind of hard to see it, but I'm going to have to cut the entire bottom out of that gas tank just to give me enough room. But at least I have that as an option. That way I can still do it how I want to do it. I just got to look on the other side here. See if, yeah. Oh, let me get the camera in there. Focus. What's the focus on the flashlight? There we go. I think that would work. Might just have to notch the plastic on the bottom just to clear the AN fitting. That's going to be kind of in this space, but I think that'll work out. That way the regulator and then the rail, the only way I could get the rail to work was to put a 180 on it. Couldn't fit going straight down, it runs into this crap. And then I don't like using a 90 because it runs into here, and eventually, you know, there's going to be a big intake plenum occupying this space. I think it's going to be like couple 90s off of here to a box or a tube for a plenum that'll neck down on that side to connect up with the turbo. So kind of got to keep this general area as clear as I can. So yeah, that's where we're at. Alrighty guys, kind of mocking up how everything's gonna sit. Fuel pump here, so I got the feed line. This is going to be a nice little jog over to the tank there. The regulator is like a 10 AN 90 out of there. And then I'll build a little bracket to go down from here to either straight to there, or it could go off of that mounting bolt, but I don't want to leave that supported off the fittings. That wouldn't be very good. Then be a nice straight shot into the filter, out of the filter, into the rail right here. And that's a pretty straight shot, so that works out nice. Sadly, still got to use that goofy U shape, but that'll loop up and come through here, and then hopefully I can make this corner with the hose itself. Otherwise, I do have a male-to-male 6AN fitting, one of these guys, so I could, if I have to, I could put two fittings together to make that 90, but I really don't want to. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna start cutting some hose. I'll probably get out the rib nut tool, get this stuff rib nutted in, the pump rib nutted in, find a little piece of metal to build this bracket. Probably just weld something right to that, put it to there. Be the easiest way, or even just straight down with a bolt. Maybe straight down. A piece of angle iron would be ideal. Might have something. Either way, that's the plan. Let's make it happen. Alrighty guys, got the fuel system pretty much all plumbed in. So it comes out of there, goes into the tank, loops around through the filter, all the way along into the rail, goes through, stupid 180 out, all the way through into the regulator. That 90's in there. I built this quick little bracket there. I ran out of rib nuts, so I ordered some more of them, so that'll get mounted. Support everything all nice. That 90's into the tank. So yeah, should work freaking good. Should I think this was like 300 liters per minute or whatever, so that should be plenty of fuel for any kind of power we'd make out of this stupid little motor. So fuel system's good. Now to start on the wiring. Kind of just in the freaking groove here, wiring up that Spartan 2.0 ECU. Yeah, jamming out to music, eating a blizzard. But yeah, just gonna keep plucking away. I got the M18 battery mount in there. I gotta order a DC to DC converter to step this down to 12 volts so we don't fry everything, like my timing light. And then I got some switches coming. Yeah, I got the tether mounted, which will be the main, basically gonna act like the main circuit breaker for this. So when you disconnect this, nothing's gonna have power. This will basically control a main relay that's gonna switch power for this leg to the converter, which I don't have the converter yet, so I'll show you that later. Anywho, carry on. Holy smokes, that last clip was from August 13th. It's 27th today. I'm not making a lot of progress on this thing, guys. It is, I don't have a lot of free time. I have night school twice a week, so, and other shit going on, so bear with me. I'll try and upload as much as I can, but I'm just trying to bang out all the wiring on this thing. Let me turn the camera around. So I pretty much have the wiring all done here. So we got the main tether, which will literally control this relay, which controls the main power to the entire sled. So like this relay sends the DeWalt battery power, or DeWalt, Jesus. The Milwaukee battery power goes through this relay into this DC to DC converter, which goes, steps it down from 20 volts to 12 volts, so everything doesn't get fried in here. And then from there, I got a couple terminal blocks coming, so I'll probably put them down here somewhere and connect these up to it. This is my power and ground out of that. These are power and grounds. Another ground here. Oh, radio's turning off. Got the intake air temp wire. I gotta order a wideband gauge yet, so that'll connect up into there. But yeah, it's pretty neat and tiny. I pretty much got everything done, I'm kind of liking the way this turns out. It looks kind of like a mess, but it really is not that big of a mess once everything's all tidied up. You'll see it kind of branches off this way. Main branch goes that way to the engine. Got the coil wires coming in here. And then a little bit of the fuel pump wiring over here. I put the relay here just for simplicity's sake. So this will be the main power. This will connect up directly to a terminal for 12 volts. It'll always have 12 volts. And then it's triggered by the ECU plus this first switch here. So this is basically the ground. And the ground is only activated when the ECU decides it should be activated. This is the other side of that relay. So basically this switch has to be up, switch has got to be on, and the ECU has got to be telling the ECU or the fuel pump to turn on. That's the only way the fuel pump's going to run. And nothing else can run if this is disconnected, because that's main power for everything. And then I'll have a water pump here, and then I'll have the oil pump for the old turbski. Be off of that switch. Got that pump, I think I showed it already. But yeah, I got tightened every fitting on the fuel system. So that's all ready to go. Got to pretty much just hook up power and grounds. I'm hoping Friday night I can frickin' have this wiring mess done. You know, I'm not gonna have the wideband in there yet, or the intake air temp, because I got to build a big intake plenum, which is for the turbo side of things, and I'll go into detail. That's my plan, is to have that as the next video, is doing the turbo kit on this. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at. Hopefully in the next clip I'm getting ready to pull start this thing. Oh, big detail here. Got the two-step, or the launch control button all hooked up. I used the temporary guy on there. I'm not really sure what type of connector I want to use on this yet, but you know, this should activate the old launch control. So we'll make sure that works when we hook up the computer to it when we go to fire it. Maybe it'll run good enough we can do a two-step check. That would be cool. I was all excited. Have all the wiring done. Put the terminals there. Thought it was a nice spot for them. Well, not really, because you can't get the battery in. I guess I'm gonna have to move those. Damn it. Alright, move that terminal. I just kind of tilted it sideways. Now we got ample room. So nothing should happen when I plug this in. Okay, it didn't. So it says not connected. So activating the tether, which I'll probably just find something and manually push it in. We should hear the fuel pump prime, and it should connect. Or it'll throw smoke. Or not. It won't do anything. Alright, I figured it out. I had a loose ground wire. Oh, well, let's throw the tether on. Very quick. Maybe, if I can get it on there. There we go. Oh, that's weird. It was acting like it was connected. Must be a loose wire somewhere. The fuel pump relay is just clicking. But it's not saying connected on the computer. Not sure why that is. Stand by. Alright, I figured out what's going on. The fuel pump I got is a lemon. Basically, it's something screwed up in it. I don't know if it's locked up or what, but it's drawing way more amps than it should, and I think it's just overpowering the DC to DC converter, and it's basically making that thing shut off and then turn back on right away. So it's just like cycling the power on and off. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get a replacement one of them, which really sucks because I wanted to hear this thing run tonight. Damn it. Holy cow, what a mess. Got a new pump in. You know, it would spin off the system just fine. Put gas in it. The pump actually, it actually goes backwards. It runs backwards compared to the flow. So this is actually the inlet of the pump, and this is actually the outlet. So yeah, I don't know why that's backwards, and because I have this pump over there, which I'm gonna put on it just so I can get this video done for you guys. I've been trying to get this video done for like 3 weeks now. But yeah, so the other one feeds in through here and out through here, that little silver guy, and this one's doing the same thing. I had it hooked up. It was literally pumping air out into the tank through here. So it was running backwards even though it's hooked up properly. I mean, I had my little ground wire. My little ground wire went on the ground side. They're actually 2 different size terminals. And you can kind of see it. And that's only positive. You know, that red wire goes all the way to the battery. So yeah, I'm going to slap that guy on there. I'll just have to use a fuel injection line hose, but at least I have the fittings to make that work. Kind of sucks I got gas in the tank already, but yeah, trying to get this video out, guys, so stand by. Alright, I think we're good to start it with the whole wiring all done. Alright, see what happens. Got the fire extinguisher. You kind of have a throttle. Still, that's a good thing. Something's off a little bit, and I'm not sure why the two-step button isn't actually turning on. So let's look into that quick. All right, see if we can't get this old two-step to work. It was kind of working. I'm gonna lower the RPMs on. All right, we'll try that. revving up all crazy. Let me fix that quick. Alright, see what happens now. Probably need to give it more idle. Alright, we don't got any water in it. Let's not blow it up right away. That sounded freaking sweet. Alrighty guys. Well, I'm going to end the video here. This took forever to get out, but you guys heard the two-step as promised. Although it is late. It's not Sunday anymore. It's Monday. But I'm going to edit this video and probably just post it right away. Get something out there for you guys to watch. So, yeah, make sure you follow, subscribe, because we got to get the turbo on this thing yet. Then she's really going to make some cool noises. Then we got to tune it. That'll be a whole nother uphill battle. Thanks for watching.